He's got chocolate cookies. After the first zone, lockpicks have become like a non-issue. There just wasn't. There were so many more in the second zone, and not nearly as many like required for use.
Fish! The attack sounded terrible. I could hear that fight from in here. It's getting harder and harder to pretend everything's all right.
Guys will make sure you're safe.
That's what they say. But every day they're trying to find fresh recruits to make up for their losses. Anyway, can I get you anything? Need your energy up in this day and age.
I could use a snack. Nah.
Fish, get
Quite a lot of food.
Don't forget your friend Daiko.
Oh, there it is. There's the bounty board. Wanted Sansa. Wait, what? Sansa, cartographer Paradise, reported as assistant. Oh, I thought they wanted him. Missing in a Shatterscarp Desert. A reward will be offered to return of Wilfir's cartographic notes. Guess they're just another end of cartographic notes again. Killing the dwarf Kuke Maka. He and his group have been ancient companions, have succumbed to the Dream Scourge, wreaking havoc through the ancient lake bed. They've been eliminated a heavy armed group of Deeren soldiers sent from Eagle's Reach. The Scourge must be put down and swiftly.
And put him out of his...
Captain Tago. A rebel given killing Captain Tago, legendary pirate who has spent decades plundering the coast of living lands. His skeleton has been left alone in honor of his legacy. Unfortunately, Tago has attacked and killed many travelers recently and can no longer risk further casualties. He's often seen stalking shark's teeth. Caution is heavily advised.
Joyce.
Word will be given killing Zarp chieftain named Grithin. Their tribe has ambushed several citizens and gradually consumed them. They are known to have a nest within one of the larger rock structures in the Great Sand Sink.
Let me know.
Killing Moipiki, an earth blight known to have command over the rock beetles. It has been spotted near road to Galloway's tusks.
I've heard of throwing rocks at people.
Red will begin for killing Koda and Dario. Both are wanted for myriad crimes against Thirdborn and its residents, including theft and assault. The two fled town after stealing a set of bejeweled egg curios and were last seen headed to the sand near some of the crumbling structures.
It'll be good to have just a little less crop.
Talk to Aiko, he can't keep getting away with this. Something within in the Highlands, follow up the swordfish. Cinzia keeps having fights break out. Don't forget, Master Ado has trouble with his sailors. Ask for mediator. How to stop these drunkards from climbing the Leviathan. Talk to Temerity about Dream Scourge business. We need to do something and fast.
Ah, hello, stranger. Welcome to Thirdborn. How can the Tiranui help?
Something illegal is happening in Thirdborn.
Something illegal? In the only town for miles? You should sign up for the Tiranui. We could use smart folks like you. I'm sure something untoward is happening, but I can't do anything without proof.
Brilliant deduction, Constable. You're a credit to law enforcement.
Yeah, well, thank you for being such a good citizen. Make sure to come back once you've got something I can actually work with. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone.
I like this guy. Sido quest.
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Damn my eyes.
Some humor in this down here.
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days.
Save your flattery for someone who cares. What do you want?
Ah, my maundering. Forgive me, envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Taue, Koa, Ranga. They saw Adir with me, you know, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Maybe the barkeep should cut him off.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table
This
to
is Odin's
share
voice.
one last drink and part as friends.
Kind of sounds like it. Sounds like it could be him trying to like sound drunken. you want me to find your crew, just say so.
You would do that? Venture out into the wastes to look for them?
Can't make any promises, but I'll look.
You negotiate for the Emperor himself. If anyone could convince Taue, Koa, and Runga to share one last drink with me, it's you.
Bro, they're gonna be like corpses, and he's just fucking insane. Where can I find Tawa?
Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Taue. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix.
What do you know of Koa?
Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul.
What should I know about Runga?
She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms.
Maybe she can polish something else. I'll keep an eye out for them.
Of course. You have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, Envoy, and in all your labors to come.
Today, another drunkard. Welcome to the Dead Swordfish.
Bro, it's a safe
I
fucking
wondered
face.
when
There's
I'd
like
see
3
you
female
around here.
faces in the entire game.
What can I do for you?
You were expecting me?
Are you
Jen's
kidding? After what you did at the gates? Anybody who's anybody comes through my tavern. Just a matter of when. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me?
Seems like you get a lot of trade through here.
That's an understatement. You want to hawk wares, you come to Thirdborn. Legitimate, or,
Hawk
well,
Tua.
you know. Nothing like Paradise, of course. But people here are a little more forgiving than the Adirans. Oh, no offense.
Thriving economy benefits everyone. Adir could stand to loosen up.
You're not shy about your opinions, are you? You're practically local. Actually, I've been waiting for a few barrels of mead to come through. My supplier, Falkeen, has been sitting on it.
Little one.
Adiran
Mr. Cat.
should change his mind. I'd be happy to reward you if you don't mind talking to him. Now,
Oh, Canada
did you
beat the
want
US.
something, or are you just here to see me?
See what you got to offer. Bro, where are you? Come here. There you go, buddy. Alright. She got some uniques. Oh, she got the fragment for the god totem stuff. Max essence, movement speed while crouched. Just crouch everywhere. Max stam increases health restoration by 5%. 2 might and 5 power attack damage. Those are a little better than what we're wearing. It's the same power attack damage, but 2 might is better than our the 5% shock on power attack. I'll buy those. What are they called? Thirdborn gloves. Cool.
Oh, maybe I should hire.
Wait. Yeah, okay.
Hire a bard. Better than off-key shanties all day.
Okay, that's for the main quest. Your treasure somewhere.
My soul will not be settled until I can see my crew again.
Where the fuck did he get up here? I think that's it. Maybe. To that vendor, talk to that vendor, talk to that vendor. Oh, there's one right here.
Be nice if we had got. Let me know if you need something. Best weapons this side of Abidan's forge.
Show star metal. Do you know how to forge this into anything?
I'll be damned. Never thought I'd see star metal in my lifetime. Short answer, no.
Yeah.
Long answer, still no. But the Forge Master in Solace Keep is probably your best bet if you're looking for someone who does.
Which is probably the fourth.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure? No one can swing a hammer like you.
If you knew how rare this stuff is, you wouldn't ask me to risk it.
All right, I said she would. You said she wouldn't.
Oh, true.
There's your
Bet him.
bet.
Nice. That's some gun you have on display.
Ismalt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the Highlands. Limped back to town.
Wait, is it a pistol or a
Died
gun
a few
gun?
days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested?
His hands are ready for a new weapon. How does it shoot?
If the stories I hear are anything to go by, like a kick in the teeth.
Another squire.
I'm ready, sir. Ready, sir. I'm ready too, sir.
Oh, she does sell a pistol. Oh, that's the meteoric. Okay, the meteoric apparatus is two-hander. The pistol, though, fair play. Killing an enemy restores 5% max health and 25% max stam. Taunt and gain 100% critical hit chance against enemies that incapacitate one of your companions. Ugh, this is like not great though. Geist Rave. Thank you for the raid, Arena. Hello, everybody. And like uniques on the same upgrade level as like regular guns are the exact same damage. It's just about their perks, and those perks are kind of ass. It's not worth spending 14k on that. Ain't gonna lie. Grab those. Disappointed. Oh shit, she has corrupted at her. I didn't see. Fuck. God, it's 8k a pop, dude. Shit. Do we have anything to sell? Not much. Yet. No, I got a couple things. Any armor? Yeah. Well, we got enough to buy both of these at least. Now we're broke. There goes our 30k gold we started the zone with. Oh man, what a shame. That's like the second unique pistol we've seen. And we need a second unique pistol, but just some shit. Hey, you want to make it? Compilation of hastily written notes and rough diagrams detailing the locations of treasure and useful resources. Most of these appear to be crossed off, suggesting the owner of this compendium has found them already. Rumors there's a strange door out near the Godless Ruins. To find it, follow the stream of the Leviathan Hollow. Went there, but can't figure out how to get it open. Maybe for the better. We'll try again in a year if we're alive then. Okay.
Hey, Envoy? Got a second? I could really use a favor.
Did you get legendary tier? True, yeah, above the regular. But I'd rather hold out until that point in case we find a better one. What do you need?
I've got to take a piss. Real bad. Do you think you could stand at my post while I go?
A truer soldier would master their urges. Hold it.
Oh, I've got my whole shift ahead of me. I don't know if I can.
All right, don't take forever.
Oh, God's bless you, Envoy.
He's gonna fucking bail or
promise.
something. What are we doing?
Now, to actually survive this shift.
Wait, do we actually wait for him? What? We didn't get a quest or anything.
Oh, Captain Ingvara.
Why aren't you at your post, Gil?
I was just going to the barracks for a thing.
A thing? What thing is so important you'd leave your post when we just had a dream thrall attack on the town?
A piss, Captain. I had to take a piss.
God's Gil. Again? Get your ass back to post and wait until I relieve you.
She can relieve
Then
me
you can
anytime.
go relieve yourself.
Thank the gods.
Okay. Okay, post house, residential district. We talked to all 5 merchants. That's her to start the main quest with Yahtzee. Shatterskar. Shatterskar. Sure, I can see this was gonna be a frosty area. Cool. Poor guy just had to piss. Well, he can. I mean, he did. Fucking pissed me off. Bitch. Okay. We have gotten what we need. We've accepted all the quests and talked to everyone in town, that is. Tersely written note. The handwriting is exquisite, almost unnecessary floored with its swooping lines. At the current rate of production, we'll be out of steel within the next 3 months. I understand most third-born soldiers are requested to be buried with their weapons. However, we can make use of these materials. We'll be able to extend the life of our current stock. P.S. The dead are the dead. They don't need sentimentalities.
They're not going to be good enough. Did you see the attack? It was so brutal. This isn't good enough.
Alright. I like this part of town. It's cozy. Right here. Near Kaipo's house. Nice little cozy corner. Okay. It is 1 a.m. chat. It's time for bed. So Rob says goodnight, chat. I must sleep. So that we can play tomorrow all day. Nothing on that roof. It's here. It's a quick little exploration. It's only 10 p.m. True. What was I thinking? Cool. Alright. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll continue this and probably finish this zone. I assume. Maybe. Depends how involved it is. Wait, this only has 6 fast travel beacons. And 4. Oh, seems like a smaller zone than the one we just did, so at least if those numbers are any indication. The last one had 16 travel beacons, 7 party camps. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we've already made a good dent in it. Just kind of half-assed running around at the beginning here. Alrighty. Okay. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't ignore me, how dare you? Ugh. Hello, take care. Still enjoying the game? Yeah, it's fun. Having a good time with it. WoW cat the last couple of days. I knew you didn't have much self-respect, but I didn't expect you to stoop that.
Go to the corner!
Booger, thanks for the 57, dude.
Slow troll.
Okay, you can go to bed now, thanks. Alrighty. You guys playing Monster Hunter World and Resurrection. Alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. We'll pick it up from right here. I just wanted to make sure we got everything in town before we started. That way tomorrow we can just start going straight out into the zone. We'll have to park and camp for a sec, though, just to see if we can upgrade. I guess we'll probably take Yatzel or whatever with us. Yatzel. Yaltzel. A little fucking gnome. Yeah, her.
So,
She's our new
that's how the
Yatzley.
Archmage
She's our new follower. Goody.
in the living lands.
Alrighty. How's this game so far? Like 8 out of 10 for me right now. It's a fun playthrough. It is getting a little samey the more we go on in terms of just the process. They haven't thrown enough new stuff in the mix, but I'm still having a really good time with it. It just like honeymoon phase we started the game, it felt like a 8.5, maybe even 9 out of 10. Now as we've played it more, it's kind of like it's gotten a little. It's lost a couple of half points in a couple areas, but nothing like bad. Like it's still very fun. So don't let me starting with a negative like detract you. Like it's got some really fun stuff to it. If they were ever to make an Avowed 2 or something, there's a lot of fairly low-hanging fruit they can fix to make it even better. It's just you can tell they just like didn't spend much time or thought into like itemization and builds and gearing and stuff like that. So yeah, but like the exploration is super fun. It's just the problem with the exploration is like you want to explore every nook and cranny, but the loot is like really quite boring. But it's still very fun finding these like little hidden areas, and sometimes you are rewarded with like a nice unique, and you're like, oh, that's Pog. Yeah, I'd say from my thoughts video that a couple people pinged today already, Everything is the same there except what I just mentioned. Like, the itemization and stuff's kind of a little boring. We're in the 3rd zone now. We haven't really seen new enemy types yet. We've seen like 1 or 2, and most of them have been reskinned. Like, we're in the desert now, and instead of like forest spiders, it's like shale spiders or whatever. They're like gem spiders. It's like just reskinned spiders, reskinned Zorps, reskinned humans. So just that kind of stuff. It's just, you know, I have that same gripe with, it's not just a this game thing. I've played a lot of open world games and open zone games and big RPG adventure games. And
Don't forget your friend Daiko.
for me at least, one of the most fun things and one of the things that, in my opinion, a lot of games fall short on is like variety of stuff. Enemies, crafting mats, weapons, whatever. Because when you first start a game and it's all shoved in your face, you're like, oh wow, there's swords and there's spears and there's all this stuff. But if you do that, the further the timeline of the game goes on when you play it, we're at hour 40 now, and the less stuff you introduce, because you not only spilled the entire bag early of basically all of the gearing in the game, but you also haven't added anything, or just straight up haven't developed enough exciting stuff. You know, hour 1, oh cool, I got a unique sword. Hour 40, it's the same kind of unique sword, just with different stats. Doesn't get very exciting. Kind of loses you a bit. Oh wow, zone 1 we found iron ore in chests. Okay, zone 2 it's just hardened iron ore. It's the blue version. Zone 3 it's the purple version. Zone 4 it's going to be the pink version. Like I haven't even gotten to those zones, and the formula is very predictable as to what the looting is going to be. So that kind of kills it a bit in terms of the excitement. The exploration is fun enough that it's still. Well, for what it's worth, you also kind of need to do that by design, because you need those mats to upgrade your gear, otherwise you're just not going to be able to kill monsters, which is its own issue that some people have with the game. I don't mind it, because I like exploring. But that's just like for any game, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of these open world and big RPG adventure games they kind of lose sight of, like, how's the player feeling 10 hours in? Like, what we need to add a new system, we need to add some new types of loot, we need to even add just an extra affix on gear, whatever. Something to be like, you know, to pump more excitement into the game again, something. And this game suffers from, they play all their cards early, and it's the same cards 40 hours in. And whilst they're pretty fun, once that, like, ooh and ah honeymoon phase starts to go away, you're just kind of like, oh, it's just the same thing over and over. Which is okay, because it's fun enough, but it just could have been so much better. I'm also not a huge fan of games that... Some people like this, like Bloodborne did it too. I know, weird comparison, but I'm not a huge fan of games where you can find a weapon within the first 10 minutes of the game that just can end up being your main weapon for the rest of the game. This lightning gun I'm using, I don't think I'm replacing this for the entirety of the playthrough, and I got this like 10 hours in. Same with the flame sword that a lot of people use, because the gear progression in the game is such that I can upgrade this gun from level 1 common all the way to level 3 legendary, and every item level or item quality of a weapon or armor is the exact same point, you know? So, for instance, if I take, like, actually I can demonstrate right now. I'm using 2 guns. One's a regular gun, it's not unique, it doesn't have the gold outline, and one's just, one's the unique gun. They're both upgraded to almost the same level. I upgraded the unique one yesterday, just 1 out of 3, as you can see, in the top right. They used to both be 0 out of 3 purple, and they're the exact same damage. Like, literally the same stats. The only difference is the unique gun has a couple of, like, not really the most exciting, but still helps, unique abilities. So, so that being said, once I get 80 hours into the game and I find some cool cave and, like, a big treasure chest and there's a gun inside, the excitement level is already kind of meh, because it really just depends on, are the 2 unique stats on this gun worth, and the stats are usually pretty tame, like 10% extra shock damage, things like that. There's virtually no chance that it's going to replace the gun I'm using now, is what I'm saying. We just found this vendor, we just got to the city yesterday, and she has a unique gun that I don't even want to buy, because it's not worth $13,000 because the 2 stats are pretty bad, and the 2 like perks are pretty bad, and the stats on the gun are literally just as good as any basic gun. So they're just, it's basically just as good as any gun. So I'm not gonna spend 13K on it, right? So I mean, like, easy. They could have done easy stuff that they didn't, because they either didn't have enough time to develop. They didn't either know how to develop it well enough, which is weird to me because they did PoE, or they just purposely didn't develop it because they didn't want to spend time on balancing the game much in terms of builds and gear. But like, they could have at least just done like, hey, there's like a little bit of RNG on gear, or there's an extra affix when you get to like higher levels of gear, or like whatever, right? But yeah, it gets a little. It's a little different in the regard that every weapon's unique. I mean, kind of. There's still a lot of similar weapons in Bloodborne, but yeah, it's not as it's a little. It's not as what's the word I'm looking for? It's not as like guilty of it or whatever. You know what I mean? Also ready to announce that fixing single Moshi, one of the big complaints worldwide is that every weapon used the base model. Some lost their shit super glued onto it. While every weapon will have a unique model. Right, yeah. But either way. Again, you know, it's just everything else, like a lot of things in the game are very, or not very, but like fun, good, decent, good time playing, right? I mean, I don't have to play it the way we're playing. I don't have to play this even, right? Honestly, we're not even getting the world's best numbers in terms of viewership playing this game, but I'm definitely enjoying it enough that I want to see it through. And a little bit of sunk cost fallacy at this point. We're pretty committed to it. But I mean, we could stop, right? I'm not. It's not a sponsored event or anything. So that goes to say that I'm definitely enjoying the game enough to keep playing it to the level we are. You know, I might start skipping a couple of like little caves and shit here and there, but I think the zone is smaller in general than the zones we did. But I do think they could have done a better job to, like, ooh, oh, what's this kind of thing as you progress through the game, especially the different game zones, as opposed to just this very formulaic thing. And, you know, the fun of exploration and the aesthetic of the zones, which is very nice.
How do you
I think it's a really nice looking game. Only carries for so long before you're kind of like, what's in this chest? Ah, it's just level 3 pelt, level 3 iron, level 3 flour. Okay, go to the next zone. What's in this one? Okay, it's a level 4 version of them. They're just pink instead of purple. You know, like it's kind of like. The guard by the gate's also Matt Mercer. Fuck Matt Mercer. No, I'm just kidding. What did he use? Wait, which one of them? Which one of the two? Whether the P guy? You also broke, bitch? Well, yeah, it's because I spent my money on upgrade mats for this gun instead of buying a new gun. Oh, was he? Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It's weird because I don't think any of the, like, major main characters are, like, Laura Bailey or Matt Mercer or anything, right? It seems like they all just have, like, a bunch of, oh, Trisha, man. They all just have a bunch of, side characters that they voice. Some of them pretty major, but these books helped me across the long sea journey. Maybe they help you as well. Once you found them, you didn't think it'd make it that easy, did you? The gods love a challenge, and I pray they delight in yours.
Map? Good luck. I was talking to myself again, wasn't I? Sorry.
Same female voice on a lot of characters. Yeah, they could have spent, like, unironically, these little Volpera guys and girls, in my opinion, actually have some of the best designed faces and attention to detail in the face and whatever. Not facial animations necessarily, compared to like humans, particularly human females. Like, it's just, yeah. It does feel to a certain, like, I think some of it was by design, like the uninteresting gear, because then they're like, they avoided an entire balance process that they needed to do on purpose, and it made it easier to just scale mobs in the world when you don't really have a huge power creep in the game. But there are some things that it kind of felt like, if this game had 6 more months, they could have filled in the nostrils for human females. Like, they're not black, the nostrils, they're just like painted under, it looks weird, you know, things like that. Do you do that a lot, talking to himself?
I don't know. Do I? Maybe I'm just nervous.
Yeah, I remember the Outer Worlds as well.
About crossing
Zev, yeah.
a great sand sea, you see. Great dunes and shifting clouds. I had this feeling I'd come back changed.
changed out.
I'm not sure. I suppose I'll find out, won't I? I have to know what's out there.